it's not on the paper. Oh wait, I still need it. Do I ask him to quiet down? Oh. Welcome to our hip hop history exhibition. Okay, our exhibition was about looking through a historical figure's eyes and portraying what you think they would think right now about how the problems of the world are now. So, yeah, okay. So up first, we have Sydney, the producer, Kayla, the filmmaker, Dylan and Jamie are the MCs. Together they made a song from the point of view of John Lewis and Primo Levi. John Lewis was a freedom rider and currently a congressman, and Primo Levi was a chemist who survived the Holocaust but sadly committed suicide a year later. The song is about the terrors of Auschwitz and how they can be connected to discrimination today. Please welcome Jamie and Dylan as John Lewis and Primo Levi to the stage.
My name is John Lewis Saba Liba, non-violence, not silence. I preach that some of us need guidance.
My name is Primo Levi. I was a chemist. I had so much wit before I ended up in Auschwitz. The torment was obnoxious.
Flashback to the past. No one suffered like that. Primo couldn't take it. No, he couldn't last.
John's still alive, fighting with pride to make things right. Whip after whip, the blows came. Like dawn, it was a new day. Without meaning, it meant nothing today. Too much pain I felt those days.
I know how that feels. I kept it in with my strife, so I couldn't do the things I wanted with my life. Flashback to the past. No one suffered like that. Primo couldn't take it. No, he couldn't last.
John's still alive, fighting with pride to make things right. I endured the pain that I couldn't maintain. Just wanted a little save no one ever gave.
I think we're all equal and racism is evil. Because we're all people, we were both told what we thought was wrong. But that doesn't mean that the journey won't be long.
Thank you.
Okay, up next, coming to the stage, we have Cooper, the digital artist, Alex, the filmmaker, Elijah and David as the MCs, representing Malcolm X and Pancho Villa. Malcolm X was a black Muslim who was an equal rights activist during the civil rights movement, and Pancho Villa was a Mexican revolutionary general and was one of the most prominent figures of the Mexican Revolution. Their song is about racism, civil rights, and the freedom. They are trying to convey the equality and freedom that Malcolm X and Pancho Villa wanted. Welcome Elijah and David to the stage.
So now I'm on your left? So you're on my left?
An extremist heard more and more often, but nobody knows whether he speaks with backing. Malcolm X of the Black Muslims.
To me, one of the things that the Birmingham incident brought to light is the lack of fear in the Negro community.
So I moved to Boston to get away from the ways of the KKK. My conch fire red from the reefers, like I had a fever. Selling drugs, I was an underachiever, but I changed my ways to help the equal rights believers. I traveled all around to spread my message. All I could do now was get love from the presses, helping the helpless from the ways of the senseless. Everywhere they let me, I would speak, but when they wouldn't let me, I was in disbelief.
We must fight for what we know is right. Fight, fight, fight. Revolution, revolution. Let me hit you with the solution. I got X on my left saying he ain't with inclusion. You gotta fight back. You can't take their grief. When I took back Mexico, they called me a thief. Porfirio was the president, and not when I'd elect. I cared about my people, so he can go and get wrecked. Shots fired, lives wasted, all the blood we tasted. The burden was mine, so like Malcolm, I faced it. Let's go start a fight for our civil rights. I want to do help our country, so we will be all right. Free the slaves, and then they will be in delight. I got killed, but the bad guy was still in sight. My name will live for eternity to save all humanity.
I've seen a change, but it's too close to the same. Racism is still here like it's a game. Everything I fought for had little impact. We need much, much more. I did what I could, but I'm still feeling sore because what I didn't score. The KKK is still around, protesting my skin of brown. People not being able to do what they choose. When you ask the other side, they say it's fake news. People not being able to express themselves, can't do what they love based on their beliefs. When you have a run-in, they make it brief. The Charlottesville Resolution did get signed. What is happening in this time?
Up next, we have Vanessa, the digital artist, Nick, the filmmaker, and Angel and Alexa as the MCs. Today they are representing Gandhi and Sonia Sotomayor. Their song is about how the world has been struggling with expressing social change, and how change only happens when their historical figures were around. Their message they want to convey is that perseverance, courage, and realizing your own mistakes is the only way to change both yourself and the world. Please welcome Angel and Alexa to the stage.
My name's Gandhi and I fought for freedom. I'm here to speak on peace and to come help me teach them.
Peace is only achieved after defeat the problems of today. We must keep fighting against violence to make a change every day.
Fought for freedom since I was 16. Was rejected and told to step down and get clean. Never to be seen by the dean.
Perseverance is the key to success in a situation. Complaints about my race and my learning set to go back to my nation.
Gender connects us, not a race, religion, or gender.
That's our humanity character, Gandhi just needs a defender. We fought for you.
But you never gave back.
We fought for you.
Took it for granted.
We fought for you.
Tried to get you back on track.
Was the first Hispanic justice of the Supreme Court. Did it matter how many times they told me to abort?
I broke the British ban in the most peaceful way. You and I broke every sweat, broke every bone, only to say nay to the way they sway back in the day.
Fought for the people who needed it the most. Did it matter how long it took? It would be toast.
We fought for you. You're doing it.
We fought for you.
But you never gave back.
We fought for you.
Took it for granted.
We fought for you.
Tried to get you back on track. Sonia, don't you think we did enough already? That amount of progress is making me unsteady.
Like you said, you spent 60 years on your society. I'm still here and I don't see much variety.
We can't do it on our own. They can barely keep peace for themselves. They're not ready.
Gandhi, you're right, but I try and try, keep him on the right path. Fills me with anxiety. Control your society. We fought for you.
But you never gave back.
We fought for you.
Took it for granted.
We fought for you.
Tried to get you back on track.
Let's give them another round of applause. Our next group features Jessica as the digital artist, Ashby as the filmmaker, and Gabe and Adam as the MCs. They are representing Jackie Robinson and Adolf Hitler, speaking on racism each of them have created or endured during their lifetime. The message they want to convey is how racism still affects the society today, even though many of these events happened many years ago. So let's introduce Gabe and Adam to the stage as Jackie Robinson and Adolf Hitler.
Yeah.
Taking a little freedom at a time. Because I'm leader, nothing was a crime. To be a leader was worth more than a dime. Because of this, I was the baddest of the time.
To fight the Nazis during World War II. I would like to see them in my shoes. Fighting for a country that didn't believe in me. Because they'd rather see me hanging from a tree.
That's not my problem, you're as black as can be. I was known for killing Jews in history. Concentration camps were started by me.
We stopped you from your greatest victory. Prevented the killing of all Jews in history. For a month we thought it was the big mystery. Your defeat was our greatest victory.
They all raised their arms up to me. Now your country may be repeating history.
I'm standing here, others to help our nation. Because racism is an abomination. And we don't want to go through it again. We don't want all this process to be in vain.
Okay, up next we have Eric as the filmmaker, Issa as the digital artist, Audra and Bo as MCs representing Mother Teresa and Abraham Lincoln. Their song is about equality, peace, freedom, and standing up for people who can't stand up for themselves. The message they want to convey is that their song is that you should always fight for peace and equality. Please welcome Audra and Bo to the stage.
Let me put this to words. I tried to help the poor, but they wouldn't let me through the doors. There was so much more I could have done during the war. I felt like I was the one to do the chores and adore the poor when others ignored. And I saw gore when there should have been more. Equality is what we fight for, and peace is what we strive for. Equality is what we fight for, and peace is what we strive for.
As commander-in-chief in the Civil War, many men saw so much gore. Therefore, we fought to restore peace and liberty. This war will stop blacks' misery. We worked hard for a victory. In the South, they lost bitterly. Equality is what we fight for, and peace is what we strive for. Equality is what we fight for, and peace is what we strive for. I'm 6'4" in a world of gore, dealing with these congressmen not anymore.
Why don't they see that all people should have liberty and that slavery should not be a thing? Do they think they're a king when their actions make them worth nothing?
I know, they're crazy. Their vision is hazy. I guess they don't have slaves because they're lazy. And how you cared for the poor when no one else did was amazing.
Equality is what we fight for,
and peace is what we strive for. Equality is what we fight for, and peace is what we strive for. Equality is what we fight for, and peace is what we strive for.
Good job. The next group includes Ginger as a filmmaker, Savannah as a digital artist, and Ali and Estrus as the MCs as Frida Kahlo and Muhammad Ali. Their song is about what their historical figures stood for and the challenges they had to overcome. It is also about not letting the mistakes that were made in the past happen again. The message they want to send to you is that racism and sexism are a large part of our history and that even though it has gotten better, we are still dealing with it today. You have to stand on what you believe in and you cannot give up on your goals. Please welcome Ali and Estrus to the stage.
Frida for the free,
I'm Muhammad Ali.
standing for our rights, just wait and see.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Say viva la vida, everybody go and scream.
Why you always hating on people who are black? We're just all human beings and that is a fact. The white treat us like we're animals, like we're dumb, worthless and invaluable. I am tired of this cruel segregation. Blacks aren't welcome in this nation. Didn't God make us all same in his creation? Do we cause all of you irritation?
Frida for the free,
I'm Muhammad Ali.
standing for our rights, just wait and see.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Say viva la vida, everybody go and scream. Run around my school, getting the spell like I was two, making teachers turn around like we were in the zoo. My bus got hit on my way from school, impaled by a bar, bleeding out like a pool. Stuck inside, I cried, cause there was no excuse. La Casa Azul seemed like the only tool to use. Freedom for the free,
I'm Muhammad Ali.
standing for our rights, just wait and see.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Say viva la vida, everybody go and scream.
The paintings are amazing, my heart is aching. Should be making more cause I'm having a crave.
Thanks, Ellie. It's cool that you're not hating. How many trophies do you have? It must be fascinating.
I have a lot, it's true, stay strong, that's what you gotta do.
Where I am and I'm fighting for our rights. You've gotta bring the power, you've gotta have the might.
I have the might, I got the power, we gotta keep it up, we cannot be cowards.
Freedom for the free,
I'm Muhammad Ali.
standing for our rights, just wait and see.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Say viva la vida, everybody go and scream.
Let's give them another round of applause. Next group includes Rebecca as a video director, our digital artist Fernando, and the MCs Peyton and Cole as Anne Frank and Sacagawea. The message they are trying to send in their song is how Anne Frank and Sacagawea didn't know that their lives would be made into stories and how they impact in history, even though they were told they couldn't do so because of their gender or religion. Now welcome Cole and Peyton to the stage.
Everyone, put your hands together. Two girls, different times, so the same minds.
Both wanna be free, but only dream to be. Wanna help and not cry.
From 1788 to 1812.
And 1929 to 1945.
They made history with their stories.
They changed their lives to no rights.
Kidnapped during wars, wish it was such a bore.
Even if there's bombs, I won't lose my hope. I've been hiding for so long.
Traveling across America with two men of delight. I had to carry a baby to explore the world with no effect.
Do that and escape the annex. I would do that with the baby across my back. It would be such a success if my life wasn't such a mess.
14 years and I'm already married. And 16, started the journey. Hope them across the country. Then we're in a hurry.
2 years and I'm still in the annex, hoping and dreaming of a world without it.
We are willing to fight for a cause without knowing that you're I'll show you the path and you'll show me the words.
I'm writing in this journal while you're on a journey, keeping it quiet while I'm practically on a diet.
We are girls. We should rule our own world.
Doesn't matter if I'm Jewish or you're Native American, the only thing that matters is that we can.
This next song is about the inventor Nikola Tesla and the popular civil rights activist Audre Lorde. The album art is by Kayana. The music video was directed by Jenna. The song was produced by Justin and Riley. The song is about Nikola Tesla's life, Audre Lorde's beliefs, and their thoughts on the fair world. The message they want to convey is that in the past, discrimination against all types people were much worse than it is now, but it's still a problem in our world that needs to be fixed. Please welcome Justin and Riley to the stage.
I'm Audre Lorde and I combat racists.
My name's Nikola Tesla and I'm a super scientist. We both fought in wars, big and small. Fighting for our sides was quite the brawl.
For those who think we cannot speak or think that we are just too weak. For all us women, we need to strive to live our lives, to be alive. Our silence should never be allowed, being put aside, out of the crowd. You have to stand up proud. We need to be loud. Stand with us and we'll break through the crowd. I'm Audre Lorde and I combat racists.
My name's Nikola Tesla and I'm a super scientist.
We both fought in wars, big and small. Fighting for our sides was quite the brawl. I'm Audre Lorde and I combat racists.
My name's Nikola Tesla and I'm a super scientist. We both fought in wars, big and small. Fighting for our sides was quite the brawl. I moved from Croatia to the USA. Invented AC power and contemplated x-rays. I worked with Edison for a little while. He cheated me out of money. That's not my style. Brother Edison thinks that he can do that to me. Man, you just wait and see how others view me. I moved on to Westinghouse and he believed in my abilities. With him by my side, I had more opportunities.
I'm Audre Lorde and I combat racists.
My name's Nikola Tesla and I'm a super scientist.
We both fought in wars, big and small. Fighting for our sides was quite the brawl. I'm Audre Lorde and I combat racists.
My name's Nikola Tesla and I'm a super scientist.
We both fought in wars, big and small. Fighting for our sides was quite the brawl.
Why doesn't everyone just treat each other the same way? Their souls are black and their hearts are gray.
I feel you, brother Tesla. I feel the same way. Maybe create an invention to lead people the right way.
I wish I could, but it's not that simple. It's hard to find the issue with racism. So just like you said, don't let people define you. Otherwise misjudgments will stick to you like glue.
We can't let some people make our futures look blue. Let the present be theirs, cause what comes next might be your breakthrough. I'm Audre Lorde and I combat racists.
My name's Nikola Tesla and I'm a super scientist.
We both fought in wars, big and small. Fighting for our sides was quite the brawl.
Up next, we have a group made of Nate, the filmmaker, Mia, the digital artist, and Pablo and Alexis as the MCs, rapping through the historical figures' eyes, Vladimir Lenin and Harriet Tubman. In the song, they share the stories of freedom, a quest of power, and the struggles towards success. It portrays the fight for equality and the need for change. Everyone welcome Alexis and Pablo to the stage.
Let's get a crowd going, come on! The time is now to attack.
I never thought of running off track.
I'm running this nation, there's no going back.
We have to leave, you better go pack.
I had finally been able to conquer my own nation. Bloody Sunday happened, it sure was an abomination. I decided to retreat from what I had started, so big of an incident that tongues were all departed. I felt like I was leaving everything behind, but I still feel like I should get back on the grind. I found a new home that I could eventually unite. I started a party to conquer the fight. The time is now to attack.
I never thought of running off track.
I'm running this nation, there's no going back.
We have to leave, you better go pack. I served my master all my days, and it was time to run away. I'm heading north to the promised lands, being guided by Queen Victoria's hands. I feel quite empty once I cross the line, so I'm saving others no matter how much they whine. Stomachs rumbling, but we're on track. People teasing and taunting just because we're black.
The time is now to attack.
I never thought of running off track.
I'm running this nation, there's no going back.
We have to leave, you better go pack. In my days of travel, you had to be cunning. Always hiding in the daylight, the police were running.
I had to grow up after losing my sister. Overthrowing the government, I was a resistor.
When I grew up with my family, I was instantly a slave. I got hit in the head because I didn't behave.
Communism is still big, along with slavery.
But people are fighting back because of my bravery.
The time is now to attack.
I never thought of running off track.
I'm running this nation, there's no going back.
We have to leave, you better go pack.
Good job, Alexis. In the next group, we have Zinji, the filmmaker, Madison, the digital artist, Sebastian and Bella as MCs representing the historical figures Emmett Till and Malala Yousafzai. In their song, they talk about the story of Emmett Till's death and the perspective of Emmett Till and his mother, as well as Malala, who was shot for just wanting to go to school. The message of this song is to inspire people to stand up against discrimination. Please welcome to the stage Bella and Sebastian.
Emmett Till, my son, awakened, but the men not guilty, I must be mistaken. They take him straight from the house east of Money, and we found him floating down a river, lovely.
How can we sit here and ignore the rights of a people in a group who can't access a life of education and equality that if you deserve, why don't we?
At age 14, his life was taken. Things have changed, but our rights unshaken.
Why can't we learn for getting shot in the head? Education comes first, so it's a bullet I dread. 16 million girls can't learn, so I plead. Our rights need to change, so maybe stand with me. Discrimination against the different, racism, sexism, they're not significant.
How does this lead to unequal rights? We'll both stand up to lead our fight. These sights I had on that night, a fight for life and death. Death won that fight. Those whites say I was guilty of whistling, but at least they're on earth while I'm not existing.
Discrimination against the different, racism, sexism, they're not insignificant. How does this lead to unequal rights? We'll both stand up to lead our fight. Education is a right, so we will fight all our might. We should all unite to build a club for education. Us girls shouldn't sit here and scrub for our nation. All we do is clean. We need to be seen.
Discrimination against the different, racism, sexism, they're not insignificant. How does this lead to unequal rights? We'll both stand up to lead our fight. Thank you.
Good job. Up next, we have Cheyenne, the filmmaker, Brisa, the digital artist, Isaac and Mateo as the MCs performing as Martin Luther King Jr. and Albert Einstein. Their song is about how Albert Einstein and Martin Luther King Jr. helped in the fight to end discrimination. Their message they want to convey is that discrimination against others leads to no change in the world. Let's welcome Isaac and Mateo to the stage.
Although they gave me excruciating anger, I started to be a real game changer. I took the lead and gave us hope from circumstances we could not cope. There was no love, but a lot of hate. I couldn't let my kids outside the gate. I would be arrested if I opened my mouth. All this happened in the hateful deep south.
I didn't only discover relativity, I also fought for equality. Now hatred's been brewing in Germany, making it impossible for us to gain unity. Discrimination ever, including across the pond. MLK, what's happened to the world's bond?
Discrimination has taken over many minds, but unlike others, I believe in equality for all kinds. The Bible says to love your brother, but all I see is hatred for one another.
The Nazis feel something worse than hatred to our kind. 6 million dead, but it won't be confined. Hatred has always led to the rise of evil. Now it's time to get rid of this upheaval.
Gotta watch out and watch what you say, or you'll be murdered by the KKK. I can't ever let my kids outside to play. This is something I face every day.
People still face that here in Princeton. African American Miss Anderson got denied a hotel room for her skin. It's not right to be treated as a sin.
I was hated for the color of my skin, as if being black was a horrible sin. To me, this is very strange. Therefore, I say it's time for a change.
Hatred to Jews has decreased, but in America, they have increased. We can't let the world go down this path. We've already seen hatred can lead to a bloodbath.
People still hate for the color of skin, and in the Bible, that's a real sin. It's also still preach brutality. Before the police see if he's armed, he's a fatality. Discrimination leads to no change.
We can't let the world become a firing range.
That's it.
Up next, we have Ethan and Moises as the filmmakers, Omar as the digital artist, and Ben and Connor as the MCs portraying Che Guevara and the national hero of Cuba who helped lead the revolution with Fidel Castro to overtake the government, and Maya Angelou, a civil rights protester that helped Martin Luther King end discrimination. Their song is about how two fought to the end racism and discrimination in America, as well to end cruel governments in Cuba. The message they are trying to convey is fight for what's right. Please welcome Ben and Connor to the stage.
Ready?
First, we weren't allowed to lie, but the time my life made me wonder why. In the beginning, I was trapped in my own mind, blinded from the freedom that was outside. I was considered undesirable color just because I was different from the others. When I was younger, saw some things that a child shouldn't see, but now I'm an activist, making people see that black people stand with thee. Fight for what's right. Fight for what's right.
Fight for what's right. Fight for what's right. I am the one who halted his reign, and I am the one who cut his chain, helping Cuba be more free and getting him to flee. Helping Cuba in many ways, being haunted is how it pays. The death sentence is what I get, slowly killing me with no sweat.
Fight for what's right. Fight for what's right.
Fight for what's right. Fight for what's right.
I was one of the leaders with MLK, and I fought for my race.
I fought for the Cuban race, trying to make Bautista run away.
Free bird leaps off the back and flows downstream, on beat, rolling on the beat.
Over the Batista government was my dream. The supreme government is now out of scene.
Fight for what's right. Fight for what's right.
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 Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Our final group includes Stefania as a filmmaker, Jonathan as a digital artist, and MCs Mark and Marlene. Their song is about the struggles and accomplishment of both Franklin D. Roosevelt and Iveta Perón. The message they are trying to convey is that you have to fight for what you believe in and to never give up, and to work together to overcome problems. Now welcome Marlene and Mark to the stage.
Born with money, born with fame. Roosevelt, famous name. When I spoke, greatness came. Save the U.S., all the same. An anti-social, underrated, educated Roosevelt, bringing peace and making sure the people of the U.S. dealt. Everything is set to work, everything as smooth as hope, but on my plans of obstacles, need to try to make it melt. The sun, the stars. El dolor permanece aquí, estamos juntos para hacer un cambio. America,
Argentina,
and their scars.
Born into hate, that was my fate. My family was chasing me like it was a race. Had to escape all the madness and disgrace. I had a chance to leave, so I took the opportunity to live my life free of misery. I couldn't stop, I had to keep hustling. 1930s, pack my bags, I couldn't be left in the past, I didn't ask. This is my ambition, I don't need your permission.
The sun, the stars, America,
Argentina,
and their scars. Problems blossom from the great below. The Great Depression caused a huge blow when the U.S. was an all-time low. FDR helped the people regrow. FDR showed them where to go.
I am Iveta Perón. I gave my people the option to own a home. I wasn't greedy, I gave them a loan, trying to provide peace and growth. Now because of me, Argentinian women can vote.
The sun, the stars, America, Argentina, and their scars. We are the people of peace. We out.
Thank you for watching our hip hop history exhibition. I hope you enjoyed everyone's song. Please give a round of applause for everyone that performed. We're going to be open for questions, so can I ask all the MCs to come back onto the stage, please? Quiet down, please.
What was the hardest part?
What was the hardest part?
I would say the hardest part would be memorizing the whole song in the time period we had, and sometimes on computers there's mistakes that can happen. That you can put all your data on the wrong computer. And yeah, there's many mistakes that could happen, so that's why it's kind of hard.
Anyone else want to answer?
Like it was hard on lining up the lyrics to the song beats, like getting with the rhythm. That was like the hardest part for me.
The hardest part for me was the first time performing it in front of a crowd. I messed up horribly.
Maybe going on beat and trying to sing in the shower because like I'm trying to memorize it, but all I could hear is water. All I could hear is water running, so.
Please.
What was the easiest part?
The easiest part for me was probably memorizing my lyrics and then just composing the beat, because that comes really easily for me, and I thought it just went by really fast.
I would say the easiest part for me would be helping, like with my group. I have my peers over there, Delange and Madison, and it was really fun during the process. I'd say the easiest part was having fun and conjoining as a group.
It's pretty awkward, so it's hard not to smile or laugh.
What was easiest?
Oh, easiest? Oh, okay. The easiest? Making a beat, I guess.
The easiest part for me was talking to my partner about it, and yeah.
I guess an easy part for me would be memorizing the lyrics. At first, I was kind of not getting it, but then I got it pretty good.
I guess the easiest part for our group was that we were able to make a song in a pretty fast time, and it was thank God, luckily, that all of us learned our lyrics really fast, so we could not fail in front of here. We'll see what's different here.
The easiest part for me was making the beat, because I just thought that was fun.
The easiest part for me was probably getting accustomed to switching on and off with your partner and where you stop and where you start.
Yeah, probably making the beat because we made it on the first day.
So how comfortable were you feeling when you were sharing your rap to the whole school?
Well, I think we felt comfortable just because we've been practicing in front of each other a lot. I know I felt fine, but it was nerve-wracking for some people, I guess.
I was pretty comfortable just doing it in front of people because we did it in front of our class a lot, and I think a lot of people got really nervous at times.
I felt like it was really fun. I thought it was kind of fun to experience what it's like to be a rapper. And a little nervous in the beginning, but I felt like it was really fun.
I was really nervous and I was scared that I was going to forget my lines. So.
Quiet down, please.
How did you know that the lyrics were good for you when you chose your song?
How did you know that the lyrics were good for you when you were like writing your song? We'll take 3 answers and then move on.
We had a lot of drafts of our lyrics in my group. Like, we had to change them constantly just because we realized that it didn't sound as good as we thought it would on paper. And I think that was a challenge, but once we got the lyrics we knew we liked down, it was really easy.
I guess just kind of the more you reread it, you know, the more you see where it can improve, and then you just kind of work on where you can improve. So.
Do you want? Okay. When I was doing all the stage stuff, I always felt awkward, and like they said, I felt like I was gonna mess up my lines, which I did. Okay, here you go.
What were you inspired by?
I guess we could start with the other half of me.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah. Anyone? What were you inspired by? Quiet down, please.
I was inspired by just everyone working together in our historical figure being such a big part, since ours is about racism and discrimination being such a big part of history. That was anyone else?
They inspired us? Or the people that we read about inspired us?
Okay, then just say that.
Yeah. The people that we were assigned to really inspired us. Yeah, a historical figure inspired us. There. Do you want to go? No?
Something that inspired me was that I was pushed to do better than I was doing originally. Like in the beginning, some of the first drafts weren't the best, and so people came in to help us fix them, and I feel like that kind of improvised me to go better and go harder. And I feel like what I listen to also, beyond what we make, it kind of helps me out to find the rhythm. So that's what improvised me.
I think for me it was since we started this project by reading an autobiography or a book about them. So we really got to know like what they've done and what they like wanted to do or did do. And I think that really helped because then we knew what they were like saying through their words so that we could do the same.
How did you make up the lyrics? Like, how did you know what to do?
All right. I forgot the question.
I'll answer, I guess. Wait, what was the question?
How did you guys know like, what did you want to do?
Yeah.
How did you know to make the questions and the lyrics and stuff?
Well, okay. We based our lyrics off of our historical figures and like what they did and who they are, and that's what we were singing today.
What are you proud of about your project? I'll go after you.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
We'll say my song.
Something I'm most proud of from our song is actually being able to come up here and performing to you guys and end up not stuttering or anything.
Something that we're proud of?
Yeah.
My song. I'm proud of my song.
I'm proud that I got rid of my Spanish part in my song because it could have been considered cultural appropriation. I didn't want to do that to anybody.
No.
How hard or easy was it to make the beats?
I would say it wasn't that hard to make the beats, but once you made them, there was a lot of things you had to fix about them, like changing the EQ or the volume, and that complicated it, but it also made it sound a lot better. So I'd say it wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy.
Kind of like what Elijah said, it was in between because sometimes the beats were off and you would have to like choose another beat to go with the other beats.
Quiet down, please.
I would say that the beat's only really hard to work with once you add the vocals, because then you got to work on just syncing it and making everything on beat. So yeah.
All right, we only have time for one more question.
What was your favorite part?
No. What is the hardest and easiest?
Go.
Oh, the favorite part?
Yeah.
All right, my favorite part was like making the beats because it was really fun.
Stay quiet now.
Quiet down, please.
Gabe's gonna go. Okay, and then I'll bring it back.
My favorite part was learning about my historical figure, writing my song, and getting to interact with people.
No, I'm good.
My favorite part was making the lyrics of the song because then we can share each other's ideas and see like what other people's ideas were, so you can collaborate.
Okay, let's give a round of applause for all the MCs. Thank you for coming to our exhibition.
MCs.